a sideshow to welcome Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel, who is attending the 15th BRICS Summit. South Africa and the Republic of Cuba's ties dates back to the apartheid years. That's when Cuba, under its late leader Fidel Castro, actively assisted the liberation movements to defeat the apartheid regime. ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula says the interest of other countries to join the BRICS bloc is welcome. He says this symbolizes a shift in global power.
A number of countries are knocking on the door to join BRICS nations. This will indeed have significant impact on geopolitical landscape.
Mbalula also reiterated the position of the governing party on the Ukraine and Russia conflict.
Our position and message on that conflict has been simple and straightforward, that we are non-aligned and anti-war. Accordingly, we resolved in our 55th conference as the ANC that this can no longer be described simply as a Russia-Ukraine war. It is primarily a conflict between the US and US-led NATO and Russia in pursuit of the objectives of the so-called Wolfowitz Doctrine.
SACP General Secretary Solva has called on leaders attending the summit to condemn attacks on Cuba, regarding them as an abuse of power.
We call for the removal, and we hope even in this BRICS summit, our countries will not be shy to condemn this abuse of international law and power by the powers that be, the Western forces.
We recall the shared struggle against colonialism, against apartheid, and against imperialism. Cuba's unwavering support for our fight against apartheid will forever be etched in the annals of history. Now, as you confront your challenges, please know that you are not alone, and the people of South Africa will not allow the Cuban Revolution and its people to be defeated.
And a call for South Africa and Cuba to continue to strengthen their bond. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel says the history that the two countries have is enough to withstand any challenge.
Finally, let me go back to the significance of this location, which represents a sacred site, a heritage site for South Africa, but we feel it as our own too. On behalf of those fallen for Africa, South Africa and Cuba, for peace and harmony amongst our nations and the human beings, let us fight to make sure that our friendship becomes indestructible and the future generations of South Africans and Cubans feel proud.
SABC News, Johannesburg.